Welcome back. Welcome back, people. How is everyone doing? This is The Savage Life. I am back with another episode. I have a new microphone because I think I have been told, I'm not going to say I think, but I have been told that my last recording was kind of low and you really couldn't hear me. So I am trying out a different mic and hopefully you all be able to hear me clearly and legibly. Hope everybody's having a good day, having a good, start of your week. It is Tuesday. It is Titty Tuesday. Shout out to all of my big-breasted women out there, and I'm talking about double D's and up. I'm not going to leave out anybody below double and triple D's, but come on now. You got to show love. You got to show love to the women that have to carry those big boys around and endure the constant bullshit from men like me. Always looking and staring and wondering what size bra she wears. Yes, I do wonder. I'm not even gonna lie to you. If she has a very large and heavy, well-endowed chest, I am going to ask. It's just in me. Now, you can cuss me out, you can ignore me, or you can do whatever it is that you do, to guys like me. But hey, I want to know. Anyway, but again, shout out to you ladies that are endowed up top. This is your day. Titty Tuesday. Now, Thick Thursday, Monster Booty Monday was for you bottom heavy ladies. That was Monday. That was yesterday. Y'all had y'all day. Thick Thursday is for everybody, whether you thick from top to bottom. All right. So today is for titties. Titties is for today. Anyway. So, yeah. I just wanted to start this off by saying, I was kind of cruising around the internet. I get most of my content from things I come across over the internet, over my socials, basically. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll come up with something in my head, and I'll ask the people that I know, who I conversate with and who I engage with daily, on some things, and get their advice on different things like that. But this was something that I came across, which I found was kind of interesting, right? So I came across this list, right? It's basically saying top 10 things that men do that women find attractive. And these are not your ordinary, everyday things. These things here are, to me, this is just to me now. I probably would have never, some of these, yes, but some of these on this list, I probably would have never thought was a thing for women. And I know, like, a lot, very feminine women love masculine men. So, anything that's done in a very masculine way, I would guess would be attractive or somewhat, appealing to a very feminine woman. Now, I say the word very feminine because you got a lot of women out here that haven't fully embraced their femininity. But that right there is a subject for another date. So I'm not going to touch that for right now, but I have no problem talking about it. All right. So let me dive right in, right? It was kind of interesting to me. Some things on this list. And what's crazy is I would have never thought about some of this. One of them, number one on the list, is a man being a good driver. That one I wouldn't have thought. Now, I understand a lot of women love being passenger princess, and I am one of those. I open car doors, and if we go anywhere, we do anything, 9 times out of 10, I am going to be the one that's going to be driving. I already know that. So I open car doors, I close car doors, I assist you with everything, in and out the car, stuff like that. Chivalry is not dead with me. All right. So I'm guessing that right there is what really fuels that. But as for a good driver, I've had a couple of accidents. I've had a couple of tickets. So I don't know if I would fall into that category as something that a woman would find attractive about me, because I am a decent driver. I am a decent driver. I wouldn't say I am the most safe. All right. I do break the speed limit every now and then. I've had a few tickets and I've had a couple of accidents. But keep in mind, I am 46 years old. So you got to think about it. I've been driving for 30 years. So in the midst of them 30 years, yes, I've had a couple of mishaps. But let's move on. In connection with that, the number 2 is driving with one hand. I don't get that one. I guess it looks cooler driving with one hand. I've never been one to drive with both hands. And I guess that's probably why I've had a couple of fender benders, maybe. Maybe I've had, that's probably why my driver's record isn't as polished as it should be. I would have never known that these two at the top of the list would have been at the top of the list. Being a good driver and driving with one hand. When they say driving with one hand, it's kind of like backing, how it's explained is like backing out of a space or something like that, and you're using one hand and you got the other hand free to do whatever you want to do with, like behind the head or gripping their thigh or something like that. That's how it's explained. But I don't know about y'all. My car has a rear camera. My car has a rear camera, and I trust it way too much. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I trust it way too much. Now, I can whip out of a space, with one hand and make it look all cool and stuff like that. But I'm 46 now. I don't have to do that. I got a big ass screen right there in my dash that tells, with a camera on it, that tells me what's behind me. So I'm able to maneuver without having to do that. But it's on the list, so I'm not gonna knock it. Fixing or repairing something. Now I've known about this one. Some women find it attractive that a man is handy around the house. Now myself, I'm somewhat handy. And that's kind of crazy considering the field that I work in. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I can fix anything. I can fix a few things around the house if you give me time. I mean, I'm not going to automatically know how to fix it as soon as it pops up. Most things I can do. Plumbing, something wrong with the sink or the toilet or something like that. Yeah. If you want me to go outside and rebuild a deck, that's not in my wheelhouse. That's something that I would pay someone to do. Now, I don't want y'all judging me at any point right now from what I'm about to say. So I do not cut my own grass. No, I do not. I don't. Mainly because I don't have the time. I don't have the time to cut my grass. I pay somebody to cut my grass. And they make my yard look very nice. And it's not that expensive. So, and it's a reason why I don't cut my grass. I cut grass so much as a child that I got burnt out on it. I used to walk around when we used to live on base. And we used to walk around with lawnmowers to each one of the base housing complexes and cut the grass in each one of the base housing complexes. Every summer, almost every day, to make money. Me and a few of my friends. Used to go around with push lawnmowers. Take a push lawnmower and push that son bitch for miles. Only to come back home with about $70 worth of $70 in my pocket all day. You know, so yeah, me and grass cutting have a very fractured relationship. So yeah, as soon as I got to the point where I didn't have to cut grass, no, I stopped. And I know a lot of y'all know that I have a son, and he's 20 years old. And it was like, well, why don't he cut the grass? Because I don't trust him cutting my grass. I like my yard to look a certain way. And to keep me from being on his ass about my yard looking a certain way, I just pay somebody to do it. Eliminate the middleman right there. But we shall move on. But as for being handy around the house, yeah, I can swing a hammer. I mean, I could do little things. I mean, I'm not completely fucking useless. I can do some things. I can hang a shelf. I can fix a toilet. I can do little odds and end jobs around the house. But like I said, if you ask me to go and put some roofing on the roof or rebuild a deck or repave the driveway, you're not gonna get that out of me. I'm sorry. So let's move on. So another thing that was on here, and I think this is number 4. Yeah, this is number 4. Being a kids or dog dad. Anybody knows me, I'm all about my son. I love my son more than anything. Y'all know that. And now that I am a grandfather, you know, that makes it even worse. You know, I am a big family person. Now, as for the dog thing, I haven't had a dog in quite some time. I haven't had a dog in a long, long time. So, I wouldn't consider myself a dog dad or cat dad, any kind of pet dad. Now, as a real dad, you know, you get 100% of what I am and how I interact with my son and my grandson on the regular. Yeah, I talk about my son and my grandson on the regular a lot, and I am heavily involved in both of their lives. So as a real dad, yeah, you'll love me because I am 110% about family. So let's move on. I think this is number 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Saving money. Now, here's the thing about saving money. All right, everybody doesn't have that ability, and it's not knocking anybody. People just do not know how to save money, and I'm not talking about saving $20 here, $30 there. No, I'm talking about putting thousands aside in your bank account. You know, even if you just want to look at it every day. So that's kind of how I am with mine. When I started developing better saving habits, I started to appreciate how my bank account looked. And that's no lie. You know, a lot of people can't say they got, you know, well over, you know, a certain amount in thousands in their savings account and be able to, you know, be able to brag about it. I think that's braggable. You know, saying that you got thousands and thousands saved up, I think that's a flex. To me, that's a flex. And I think really for me, that's the difference between black people and white people. Okay? And don't look at me crazy about this, because I mean, this is just how I view it. All right. One of the biggest differences between black people and white people is white people brag on how much they spend. White people brag on how much they save. And that's the difference. If you ever just listen to them talk, you know, about things, you know, and about the things that they buy and the things that they spend money on, they'll brag more about how much they save versus how much they spend. As versus us, we will brag on, man, that damn Louis Vuitton purse was $4,000. Okay. You spend $4,000 on a purse. Well, you probably could have, quote unquote, bought you a knockoff and saved you about 3 of them thousand. But that's just me. But I'm not into purses or anything like that, so I can't really. I know that's a thing for you ladies. I'm not gonna get into that because I have bought a Louis Vuitton purse before, so I can't really talk about it. I wasn't happy about it, but I bought it because I gave my word that I would. So it is what it is. Anyway, but being able to save money is number 5. All right. Number 6 was hands. Now, having healthy looking nails and clean hands and stuff like that, and very some I'm not gonna say callous, but workman hands, right? So it's interesting about that because I've been saying for the longest that men ourselves, we should go get pedicures and manicures. That's not a gender specific thing. Fellas, it is okay. Next time your lady wants to go get a manicure, go with her. Go with her to get you a manicure and get you a pedicure to get your feet done. Get your feet done, fellas, because here's the thing. I know my feet. Woo, my feet look like monkey hands, buddy. They rough. But, you know, I had went and got a pedicure. I've only got a pedicure one time. And that was the most interesting experience I've ever been in. And the thing about it is I said I was going to go back. I just never had time to go. But if you ever have a chance to go and get a pedicure, fellas, go do that shit. Listen, trust me on this one. Put your goddamn ego aside. Go get you a pedicure. You'll thank me later. The way them Koreans make your feet feel. The way them Koreans make your feet feel, I understand why women do it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I understand. Because you can see some women who got some jacked up feet in there and they still go in there on the regular. And that was another thing I want to talk about on a later podcast about OnlyFans and feet. Yeah, I learned a lot about that recently with the people that I engage with. But we're gonna save that one. Anyway, for what I understand, for what's been said is men who have well taken care of, manicured hands is very attractive, which I would have never thought. I mean, I thought most women didn't pay that much attention to that. And like I said, it's things on here that I just thought women wouldn't pay that much attention to. And I know when people like shake my hand, considering the work that I do, they always say, hey, your hands are soft. They don't feel like they're really hard and callous and stuff like that. I said, well, number one, I take care of my hands and I wear gloves on everything that I do. So, I do have a few scratches, a few burns, you know, coming from welding and cutting and stuff like that. But for the most part, my hands are not rough. They're actually kind of soft. I think my biggest problem is keeping my nails and cuticles, you know, straight and how they should be. Because I don't get a manicure and I don't manicure. I bite my nails. And I know that's a nasty habit. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I bite my hair. I bite my fingernails. Okay? All right, don't judge. That's not the nastiest thing I do. I eat pussy from the back. So biting my fucking fingernails is taking a step back. But that's a nasty habit. I get it. But I said I was going to make myself a promise like this year to start taking better care of my hands. Because I didn't really know that was a thing. I didn't know. You know, it's the internet is good for some things when it comes to research. You know, it is good. It is good. Let's see. That was number 6. Was that number 6? Let's see. Hold on, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was number 7. Number 8, gray hair. Now, okay, this is a funny one, right? So I started growing my gray. Oh man. I started growing gray hair about 8 years ago, I think. And it started out small. you know, and then I was kind of worried about it. And then it started to get heavier and heavier and heavier as the years went by. And right about the time when I was about 45, I guess. No. Probably in my 40s. Probably when I turned 40, 41, it started really blossoming out and started really coming out. And I was like, I'm going to cut all this shit off. And I'm like, and women, y'all ain't, well, I will say this, y'all embrace the gray. Y'all embrace the gray, which is pretty cool because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little subconscious about it. And now mind you, I'm not subconscious about a lot of things, but some things I am, you know, and some things, you know, the things that I'm subconscious about, you know, I'm really, really, really subconscious about it. Like it's a deep fucking fear. And my gray hair was one of those things because I thought it made me look like way older than I am. I ain't gonna lie. I know my beard, when I grow it out, it makes me look very much older than I am. Now, what's crazy is you can't even tell if I got dimples when I have my beard. Now, when I shave my beard and go down straight down just to the goatee, you can see the dimples. Now, ladies, these dimples are dangerous. Look at your own risk. These dimples are dangerous. But I don't smile a whole lot like in pictures and stuff like that, so you really can't tell if I got them unless you make me laugh or if I got something to smile about. So, but a lot of times in my pictures, people are shocked when they see me and I smile and they say, "Oh, you got dimples." Like, yeah, I do. But sometimes, a lot of times I have my full beard, and you can't see them whether I smile or whatever. You can't see it. You still can't see them. So, the only time you can really see my dimples is when I shave my beard. And when I shave my beard because I started to get too much gray. It started to get too much, it get too thick. And, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm going to use Rogaine or whatever those color deal is when you color your beard and stuff. I don't think I'm going to ever get that subconscious about my grays. But you know, I know I do know this. All I have to do is cut it off, and now I'll probably shave about 10 years off my life if I cut my beard. Like right now, my beard is flush and full of. I have the salt and pepper thing going right now. Now it hasn't gone to the top of my head yet. Usually that's not a thing in my family. We don't get gray hair on the top, just in our beards. But we'll see. I could be the generation that starts a new trend. I have no idea. But women, we men who have embraced our grays, we thank you for embracing our grays. We thank you. I'm going to speak for the male coalition when I say this. Especially us men who are kind of self-conscious about our grays. We thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah. Let's go. I think we got number 7, number 8. Rolling up your sleeves. I don't know about that one. I don't see how that's attractive. If I roll up my sleeves, is it because, you know, it looks like I'm getting ready to do some shit? That one I don't get. Rolling up my sleeves. And only because I do that a lot, like at work. I do that a lot. I roll my sleeves up at work a lot to do work, and I don't see how that's... I roll them up because sometimes I'm hot, or sometimes my sleeves get in the damn way. That's the only reason I do it. I don't know about that one. Maybe one of you ladies can explain that one to me. I don't really know. The next one is your smell. Now, I understand smell has a lot to do with being attractive to women. All right. I have about 10 different colognes. I went cologne shopping yesterday. I have an unhealthy obsession with cologne. I like to smell good. I bathe with a soap and with a body wash. I get out of the shower. I use a body spray. I use some type of body oil, lotion, and depending on how I'm feeling, I might use a cologne, a very light cologne for bed. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, because I like to smell good because I'm a big boy. Okay, you know, the stereotype is, you know, these big niggas be stinking. No, I don't do funky. I'm sorry. You'll never smell me musty, stanky. You'll never smell me out of pocket. Let's put it like that. Anybody that has ever known me, has ever seen me, or ever has come in contact with me can tell you they've never smelled me out of pocket. If anything, I smell delicious. So I keep myself well, for lack of a better word, I keep myself well kept up in that area. You know, I keep my hygiene things on point. Brushing my teeth, gargling, flossing, all that stuff. I keep my personal hygiene up, because if that's the one thing you can do, that makes a difference. That is, if you can't keep your ass clean, something is wrong. Okay? You're not going to attract any kind of woman if you smelling like ass. There's a saying out there. Ass ain't supposed to smell like ass. It ain't. Fellas. Alright? Keep yourself clean. Keep yourself up. The things that you can do. Your personal hygiene. Personal grooming. You know what I mean? You might not be the best looking brother walking, but you can portray yourself as, because you're not doing anything that strikes an alarm that you're not. Keeping your hair cut, keeping your beard trimmed, making sure you're clean, making sure you smell good, making sure your clothes are on point, making sure your shoes are clean. It's little things like that women really, really pay attention to. They really do. Even when they first meet you. When they first lay eyes on you, they've already fucking analyzed the fuck out of you to see what you got going on, to see how you carry yourself. That means that she ain't got to tell you nothing. She ain't got to teach you shit if she gets with you. You already come pre-programmed, my boy. That's all you got to do. Anyway, let's move it on. This one kind of threw me. All right, men that wear glasses. Men that wear glasses is on this list. I was kind of thrown by it, because I wear glasses. I always thought it was a hindrance when it came to approaching women like that, because a lot of times I take my glasses off and I'm blind as a fucking bat. And me trying to look all sexy and seductive, and I can't see shit. I can't see nothing. But I always thought that the glasses were, I don't know, I didn't think they were attractive. You know what I mean? But now I've heard about it. I've heard that women don't mind the glasses thing, even more so the contacts. You know, I don't wear contacts. I don't like sticking nothing in my eyes. So I would never embrace the contact thing. But I do wear glasses. I have 3 pairs of glasses. I have a pair of work glasses, a pair of glasses I wear around the house, and a pair of glasses that I wear out when I'm going somewhere. And I just went to the eye doctor yesterday, and I got me some of those Meta glasses. Yeah, those are very comfortable, by the way. They're very comfortable. But I did go get me a pair of Meta glasses, and I'm about to hop on Zeni and Zulu. That's where if you want to go get your eyeglasses, Zeni and Zulu, go get you some. They got nice frames on there. I know I sound like I am plugging in an ad, but I'm telling y'all real shit. Zeni and Zulu, go check them out. Both of them got apps, and you can download them and put your prescription in, and you can get some nice frames for very cheap. Anyway, I mainly went to go and get a new prescription, because it's been 2 years since I had one, and I wanted to possibly get the Meta glasses. So I ended up getting the Meta glasses. They'll be back in about a week. And, you know, I'm gonna try to learn how to use them, all that good stuff. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Back to the list. Men who wear glasses seems to be on the list of things that are attractive to women. That's another one of those things I've never known. I don't ever know that one. That one got me. All right, let's see. What else is on this list? Showing your talent. That's on the list. That's the last one on the list, as a matter of fact. Showing your talent. Now, I'm talented in the bedroom. I mean, I'm talented in the bedroom, but y'all women don't seem to like to talk about sex. That shit seems to be taboo, and for the life of me, I don't get it. It's like 90% of the women I know have kids, and y'all have to fuck to get them. So I don't understand why sex is such taboo when you 40 plus. If you're 40 plus and you scared to talk about fucking, something is wrong. You're too grown for that shit. Just stop. Sex is a part of life. It is what it is. Get with a man that don't want to fuck you, then come back and talk to me. Anyway, talent. I'm trying to really see of a non-sexual talent that I have. I'm sarcastic. I'm witty. I know how to grill. Now that's a talent. I know how to grill my ass off. I know how to, now hold on now. People know me, know I get on that grill and I am a fool on that grill. I can make you some of the best ribs. I can make some ribs that a Muslim would eat. You understand me? Do you hear me? I can make a slab of ribs that a Muslim would tear up. Malcolm X himself would tear up all that pork. But, yeah, grilling, outside cooking, I guess, because I do a lot of, cooking on my flat top as well. I guess you could call welding a talent because I am a welder. I'm a welder and a pipe fitter. Yes, ladies, I lay pipe. Yeah, that sounded way bad. But anyway, yeah, I guess you could call it a talent. Welding's a talent. I'm very good at video games. I mean, unless when I think of talent, I'm thinking something like a painter, an artist, somebody who knows how to play like the guitar or the piano. Those right there, those are talents to me. Those are remarkable talents. I wish I had the hand-eye coordination to play the piano. I really do, because I think playing the piano is like really cool. And I don't think I could learn how to play at this late age. You know what a good talent is? Being bilingual. Now that is fucking cool. I envy people who can speak a different language. I know a beautiful young lady who speaks Russian. A beautiful woman, beautiful black woman that speaks Russian. And that is the sexiest shit to me. Shout out to you, Renita. You are that. She speaks Russian. How many black women you know speak Russian? They don't speak Russian. You want to know what talent it is? That's talent. That's talent. To learn to speak Russian, a place where ain't no black people at. But I've always wanted to visit Russia, though. Russia has beautiful buildings. But anyway, let's back up. I'm getting lost in the sauce again. Yeah. So I guess those are talents to me. Like I don't have no real thing that you can point out and say, hey, that's a talent. Unless we're in the bedroom, so that's different. See, I turn into daddy when I get to bedroom. See, if you ever meet daddy mode, that's different. But anyway, it is what it is. I thought it was a very interesting list. I thought it was a very interesting. I think that's the most surprising one to me was the being a good driver. I would have never thought that was attractive to a woman. But I understand that women like being passenger princesses. And fellas, trust me on this. It is to your benefit to have a passenger princess. See, passenger princesses have the ability to do things while you drive. I'm going to let your imagination flow with that one. I'm going to say it again. Passenger princesses have the ability to do things while you drive. See, she has a whole lot of freedom in that passenger side. And you want your lady to have a whole lot of freedom on that passenger side. Especially if she likes having freedom to do things on that passenger side. Okay, I'm gonna quit. But anyway, that's all I got for right now. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all spending y'all time with me, your afternoon. I thank y'all so much. Thank you for supporting me. If you would, if you're listening on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button for your boy. I would deeply appreciate it. I really do. So until then, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I'll catch up with y'all later. Peace.